Hey everybody, welcome back to the Two Dum Yinzers. This is episode 58. 58. And you can see we're back. We're back on our Zoom video show. There's Mike right there waving. How you doing today, Mike?
I'm exhausted, but I'm just happy to be here.
You have a busy week?
Oh God, yes. Work sucks. Work sucks. I hate it.
Absolutely.
I need to hit the lottery or something.
Yeah,
Find a
yeah,
find a sugar mama, sugar daddy, one of the two at this point, because I need the money. This
yeah.
work is overrated.
I think a sugar daddy would be perfect for you.
Hey, you know what? You just say no homo, and then you're good to go. That's what the internet tells me. So the internet never lies.
Internet never lies. You're right,
No,
man.
never does. Never does.
It is the intelligence of the future. It's probably what's going to be controlling all us one day. So we better learn to like it.
Just yeah, just roll with it.
Yes. First of all, as you can see today, my puppet looks quite satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Uh-huh.
Quite,
Mine's
quite
washing
satisfied he is.
mine's washing
Yours,
away the shame.
yours, I don't know where he is. He may have hung himself in the closet. I don't know. But
It wouldn't surprise me. Hanging out with Robin Williams.
yes. And you know what else I really
Fucking
enjoy
terrible.
about doing what we do? I really enjoy that we could do what we do without any pants on. Has there ever been anything in your life that you've done with it without any pants on that feels as rewarding as this? I can't think of anything.
No, none whatsoever.
No.
Uh-uh.
So that being said, I got a couple sports things here, and then I think what we're going to do is we're going to have Weird News Friday, which we had both got a bunch of stories together,
Yep.
and we're going to talk about today. But a few of these sports things that I want to get out of the way first. A couple big things. Happy birthday to Cam Hayward. Cam Hayward is the big 33 today. I just seen James Harrison turned into the big 45, 44 last week. Ike Taylor turned the big 42.
Sheila's Ike Taylor, 42. Damn.
Yes. So all these guys, happy birthday to you.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Why are we why is Steeler Nation celebrating James Harrison? The guy quit on the team. He quit on the team, badmouthed the team, the organization, the coach on his way out, and then now all of a sudden everyone's brought him back into the fold. I don't understand. I don't understand.
I think until TJ Watt passes him up and he sits in that number one spot for the sacks on the Steelers, I think that's going to be it for me. Once he drops to number 2 and he has absolutely no significance at all for this organization anymore, is when I'll kind of let loose. But while he's still sitting at the number 1 sack leader as a Pittsburgh Steeler,
I don't know. Like this town loves him more than Yager, and Yager is more integral to the sports history of this town than James Harrison.
Hey, I you know what? I love Yager. I really do. And I don't understand why everyone hates him so much. I can understand the Barry Bonds thing and even the James Harrison thing, but Yarmer Yager, I mean,
he guy was going out there on one leg trying to will this team through playoffs, and then the team disintegrated around him, and everyone just started to hate him because he said he felt like he was dying alive. Like, wouldn't you, like, when your job sucks, don't you think that too? And anyone says that at their job, that sucks.
And you know what? You ain't shitting. He was carrying that team. He carried that team for many years. He was getting scoring titles when this team was not doing very good. The fact that people treat Yarmer Yager that way is pretty fucked up because, in my opinion, he's one of the better Pittsburgh athletes, overall that we've seen in my lifetime.
Yeah, he's right. He's like he's the third best Penguin ever. Behind Lemieux and Crosby.
Go up to the arena right now. Look on the banner above the ice.
Mm-hmm.
It has all the scoring titles from the Pittsburgh Penguins and guys that had won the scoring title. Mario Lemieux. There's a shitload of Yager and Crosby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Yager's always going to be all right in my book. I don't mind him. I like him. I actually like watching him now because he's still playing hockey. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he's over. He owns the team over in the Czech Republic, and he's playing to help the franchise stay afloat, so like the other guys can still play. He's
Yeah.
he's sacrificing all that just for for the team that he owns and for his teammates slash employees. So
I
Yager to
have
me,
nothing
I
bad.
love him.
I have zero bad to say about Yager. And
Me
you know what
too.
the thing is? When he left, I mean, let bygones be bygones. That's been 20 years already, almost. Come
Yeah,
on, you
yeah.
know?
But Yinzers, they're
Yeah.
yep,
You know their problem. They're not dumb Yinzers.
they're not. They're not.
That's what you gotta be a dumb Yinzer.
Got to be a dumb Yinzer, not a. Never mind. Let's just move on.
All right.
I
Now
don't
let
want
me
to
just go
alienate
back.
the fan base.
This what I have next isn't meant to bring up a conversation. This is just something that I found to kind of go along with what we were saying yesterday.
All right.
So Lamar Jackson against the Steelers, he's got a 2-3 record, a 67.4 rating, 634 yards, 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 7 turnovers. The guy's a beast. Oh, it's zero rushing touchdowns.
Wow.
Yes. So as of right now, we own this guy. We own Lamar Jackson, and that could change in the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I always suspected that it would, even back when he was getting drafted out of Louisville. I thought to myself, when the Ravens took him, I thought he's going to be a thorn in our side for a decade at least.
Yes.
And because it just takes one opening in the middle of the fucking field for him to get 40, 50, maybe even score a touchdown. So
yeah,
the numbers so far are good. We can only hope they'll stay as good, but the guy's a beast.
He is. It's like we're one of the few teams that actually has him figured out.
You're right. And you know what? It was Spillane. Remember, Spillane had that big game against him a couple of games ago, and we're doing something right on defense with them.
That was Spillane's last good performance.
Finally, sports. We have Casey DeSmith is out for the playoffs. He got surgery on his core this morning, and he is out for the remainder of the playoffs. What effect is that going to have on the Penguins moving forward in the playoffs here?
Well, we have no Jari, we have no DeSmith, and now it's Louis Dominique. If that doesn't instill confidence, I don't know what does. It's never good. It's never good when you're down to your third string goalie.
You're right.
And I don't even know who's backing him up right now. So they're
probably going to start calling people out of the crowd like they did for, who was that? The Avalanche or somebody a few years back.
Yeah, I know. Like it happened with Carolina and a couple other organizations. Every once in a while, you got to get the anyone in the building who's played goalie, and then they.
That's one of the most awesome rules I've ever heard, though.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
I love.
If we knew how to skate, we could go hang out down there and see if we could get
If once in a blue moon, they'd be like, "Oh fuck, we're screwed. We're just gonna forfeit."
Yeah, right. Besides for that, like I said, I just wanted to kind of blow through those couple sports topics. We do have some strange news today. Strange news Friday.
Yes, we have some great news.
Yes, absolutely. And one of my first things that isn't that strange is the taco pizza. Taco Bell is returning. And to some people probably think, you know what, who gives a shit? But there's a lot of people that love this taco pizza at Pizza Hut, or at Taco Bell, and it is back. It is back, Mike. So if you've been missing that taco pizza, there you go. I know I'm going to be getting some. I love myself some fake Mexican food, so I know I'll be getting the taco pizza. But everybody, it is back.
I've never had the taco pizza from Taco Bell.
It's really good. It is really good. Yeah.
See, I just don't know about it. I like tacos. I like pizza, but the idea of the taco pizza combo just does not appeal to me.
And it's basically a flat taco is what it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
there's like 2 layers of shells in between. That's like the meat in that.
Yeah, and
then on top they put like all the other stuff that would be in the taco on top. It's really good.
See, when I hear pizza, I want pizza. I want nice crust, extra sauce, extra cheese, pepperoni, pineapple. So good. Oh yeah, I want their pineapple on the pizza.
Yeah, a lot of people like that.
I was totally against it. Now I'm for it. It's life changing.
I don't hate it. I've had it. I don't hate it. It's all right, man.
Yeah, like it's kind of like me and the taco pizza. It's like, I see, I can see why people would like it. It's just not for me. But
right. I think a lot of people shut down that pineapple pizza before they even give it a chance.
Yeah, I did for the longest time, and then one day I was like, screw it, let's get the Hawaiian pizza, and it was like, where's this been all my life?
Right.
It's perfect. So
yeah, it was good. It gives it a different
it's,
you take that pineapple. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
With the sauce and the pineapple mixing together, I think the key is the sauce. If you have a good sauce and then the pineapples, they work well together. But if you have a bad sauce, that and the pineapple does not go well together. So it's all about the sauce. All about the sauce.
It's always about the sauce. Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. Always about the sauce. Yeah. So hold on. Speaking of pizza, I got a good segue here. One of the stories I found.
Okay.
Boyfriend and girlfriend were arguing, about food, as couples always do, because women can never figure out where they want to eat.
Right.
So they were arguing over pizza. He wanted Pizza Hut. She wanted Pizza Choice, which I don't know. I think it's a pizza place over in England. Well, they were arguing. She goes into the kitchen. He follows after her, and she felt a sharp prick in her butt.
Oh, wow.
A sharp prick in her butt. Not the good kind.
Fun.
Not the good kind. What? He fucking stabbed her in the ass over pizza.
He stabbed her in the ass?
Stabbed her in the ass over pizza. Like, I've had arguments over where to eat.
Yeah.
I've never fucking stabbed anyone.
Maybe that's the answer. Maybe that's the answer, because I've been contending with this my whole life. Every time you hang out with a girl, they never know what they want. Mm-hmm. So maybe, just maybe, that's what we got to do. We got to start stabbing people in the ass.
Like, everyone gets a knife, and whoever gets stabbed in the ass first,
yeah,
whoever stabs the person in the ass first, they get to choose where they go.
Yeah.
I think he accidentally stumbled upon a solution.
Those cheeky bastards, man.
Ooh, cheeky bastards, but yeah, stabbed in the ass over pizza. Now that's a story.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Dude got sentenced to a year in prison, and he's not allowed to see her for 5 years. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, damn. I think he won out in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely. And anybody he dates moving forward, they're never going to give him shit on, not knowing what they want to eat.
They are just going to be boom.
It would be in his best interest to disclose all that information at the beginning of every relationship.
Yes. Like if you don't agree with my choice of pizza, I will stab you in the ass.
Yeah. I'd even keep the knife and everything. I'd put it on a plaque in the kitchen, or just to make it known.
When he gets to prison, they're going to be like, people
stabbing him in the ass.
Yeah, stabbing him in the ass. Like, oh, is this what you want? Stab, stab, stab. Yep. Uh-huh.
You still hungry, motherfucker?
You're right. Punishment will fit the crime right there.
Yeah.
What you in prison for? Oh, I killed 15 guys. What about you? Man, I stabbed my girlfriend in the ass.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's something, man.
That's wild. When I saw that, I giggled.
There's another interesting story. This woman, and I believe this is overseas as well. I'm not real sure where this took place, but this woman, to avoid eviction. Did you see this story, Mike? Now, this woman, she lived in an apartment and she had cats. Well, she wasn't allowed to have cats, so she got rid of her first 4 or 5 cats, something like that. Just kind of going, all right, dude, I can't have them, whatever. I don't want to get rid of these cats, but she got rid of her first 4 or 5 cats. Well, apparently she either got a new one or had one more. And to avoid getting evicted or having to get rid of the cat, she married her cats to avoid eviction. Yeah. She married her cat. So apparently you could marry anything anymore. I mean,
she must like that sandy, dry tongue. I don't know.
I love that sandy, dry tongue, but it just, it just falls in suit with all the crazy shit that's going on anymore.
Like,
And
who officiated the ceremony? Like, did Mr. Whiskers?
Heathcliff, I don't know.
Right? I was just like, how the fuck do you marry your cat? The court's got
Yeah,
to be like, what? Fuck it, just give us the money and get out of here, crazy cat lady. That's
right. And
probably
how
what it. That's probably
does the
what it
cat
was too.
does the cat say I do? Does the cat
Yeah,
wear a
right.
ring? You know what I
Like,
mean?
did they consummate the relationship? Because that would be.
Like
I'd
I said,
say,
I don't think it's in America, so possibly.
you know what? I could. Oh God. You know what? This would be the one time I actually kink shame someone.
But hey,
You got to draw the line somewhere. I draw it at dry, sandy cat tongues on vaginas.
imagine being the landlord in this situation. You know what I mean? I don't want cats in my building. I own this
Uh-huh.
building. I make the rules. I'm gonna, you either get rid of your cats or you're out of here. So she gets rid of her cats, and the guy discovers that there's another cat. So you say, you know what, you got to go, or the cat got to go, and then the very next thing you hear, they come back at you and say, well, you know what, I'm gonna actually marry my cat. So
I, I bet it was like her and like one of her crazy cat lady friends who did the ceremony, and then like
yeah,
the courts were like, "No, you're fucking nuts. We're taking the cat away. We're taking you away. I'm gonna put you in a padded cell."
and you can see like the pews in the church, they're probably all filled with like all these cats. Like, you know how cat women, they always have
Uh-huh.
like the cats, they're everywhere,
Cat.
they're dangling off of the clock,
Yep.
everything else. You can see the church pews all just filled up with these cats. They're like dangling over the sides. You know what I mean?
Oh, cat hair everywhere, litter boxes everywhere. Yes. You can just
Yes.
smell. You can just smell it too. All the
Yeah,
cat.
you can. You can
Oh,
smell this wedding.
oh,
I can feel the dander.
oh, ugh. And I love cats too. That's just too many cats.
Yes.
M-
Yeah, absolutely.
Marrying
Just
your
anything
cat.
else, you get too many of anything, they start stinking, and it's hard to take care of.
That's why I got rid of one of my testicles.
Exactly.
It
Exactly.
was just too much to handle.
Yes.
Yes. Speaking of crazy weddings, this lady from England, she claims that she was abducted by aliens and then fell in love with one.
Yeah.
And the alien that she fell in love with, they were communicating telepathically, and he has feelings for her too. But in their species, it's taboo for them to date humans.
In the alien species.
In the alien community, yes, it's taboo for them to date humans.
Huh. I don't blame them.
I know, because look at us, we're having relations with cats.
It's kind of racist or
Eh,
speciest or whatever the hell it is.
Speciest,
But
yeah,
yeah.
but she's hoping to be a spokeswoman for interspecies relationships.
Okay.
And like she could have been with him, but she would have to have had committed like to live the rest of her life amongst the aliens. And she
Yeah.
wasn't ready for that. So she figured she'd stay on Earth and just champion their cause.
Wow.
Yeah.
My thing, you really hit a point. You really hit something on the head there, Mike. My thing with the aliens, like she said, she spoke telepathically, and these things would be, from what we would figure out, if you could travel across the universe, you got to have some kind of, intelligence that's pretty
Yes.
superior.
Oh,
So if they could travel from one end of the universe to the other, how's come we always see these big, bulky UFOs with lights blinking on them? I mean, for one, you would think they would want to be, because they always seem to be, they try to stay incognito so they're not seen. So why do we always see lights on these UFOs? And two, if they could do things telepathically, what are they flying big bulky UFOs for? Don't you think that they would have some kind of technology that would be further advanced than having to do that? Because that's where we're at. And if this species is communicating telepathically, we're certainly not there yet. But yet we're both flying these big bulky.
but their big bulky things are, probably traveling faster than the speed of light. So they're probably big just to have an engine, bigger engine in there to travel to stars. So that's why they would need big bulky shit. Our big bulky shit can barely, pierce the atmosphere.
And here's another thing: we have stuff where we can see things from far, far, far away. why are they making the trek down here when I'm sure they have something where they can watch us from wherever they're at? Again, we're probably not anywhere nearly as smart as these beings.
To do that though, you know, with the speed of light and everything, you'd be seeing stuff like so far into the past. So
That'd be awesome.
That would be cool, because like they're probably like watching dinosaurs and they get here and they see us. They're like, no, we want the big fuckers back.
Yeah,
and they see us and they're like, they're let down. So that's why they probably abduct us and anally probe us, because they're pissed.
Yeah, all the dinosaurs would do is would eat you. You know what I mean? Humans are fucking assholes.
Yeah, but they would see them and like, fuck yeah, man, we can take these back. We can have fucking pets and shit. What at the zoo? And then they get here and they see us. I mean, who would you rather hang out with? I'd fucking rather hang out with like a Stegosaurus or a Brontosaurus or a T-Rex. I wouldn't want to hang out with us.
I know. I want to slide down the tail like Fred Flintstone.
Exactly. That's probably what they're thinking.
Yes.
You know, and then they get here and they see us. They're like, "Fuck these assholes," and then that's why they bounce. And that's why they bounce. They're like, they fly in. They're like looking for them. They abduct us, thinking maybe we transform into them, and then they're like, "No, we're out. Fuck all y'all." Yeah,
it's kind of sketchy, but hey, that's all we got.
You know, hey, interspecies erotica.
Yeah,
that seems to be the theme.
I do have one update, Mike. The woman that won the $1 million on the lottery ticket. Did you see this? It was in Australia.
Uh-huh.
It was $10 million.
Yeah, I saw that. $10 million. $40. She turned $40 into $10 million because of one asshole.
Yeah, she said because some rude guy.
You know, being Australian, I'm surprised she didn't call him a cunt.
Yeah, right. Maybe she did. They just Americanized
it for us, yeah, because we're too our sensitive ears.
Right. Also, Mike, did you see the woman who bought the bust for $34.99 at a yard sale or some kind of rummage giveaway? And she gets home and she finds out that the bust is a 2,000-year-old Roman bust.
Holy shnikes.
Yes. She bought this. It was in Texas. This woman, you know, just like any other woman at any kind of rummage sale, garage sale, yard sale, church sale, she gets this old shitty looking bust and she says, you know what? I really like this. There's something about it. She bought it, went, looked into it, and the trained people with the trained eye.
Yeah.
They said this is a 2,000-year-old Roman bust statue.
Like, that's going to be worth a pretty penny.
I don't think it's going to be as good as the lady with the lottery ticket in Australia. However, this, you're right. For to me, it looks like a bust of Bill Clinton because it kind of has like the big goofy nose and everything.
Uh-huh.
But it was an old 2,000-year-old Roman bust.
See, I'm jealous now because I love that type of history and that artwork is awesome. So I'm gonna have to start going to rummage sale, see what I can find.
Absolutely. How cool is that?
That's awesome. I'll probably find something that, you know, give me syphilis or herpes or some shit.
Oh, you still got the penicillin from last time. You'll be all right.
Yeah. It no longer burns when I pee, so we're good.
That's a plus. They say when the burning goes away, that's a good sign.
I'm still a little bit concerned about the green discharge, but the burning's gone.
No, don't be concerned about the discharge. The discharge, yeah, it works its way out. It'll fuck itself out.
All right, cool.
Yeah, just stick with the medicine and you'll be all right.
Speaking of problems down below, did you hear about the documentary called "The Man with a Penis on His Arm"?
No.
So this dude over in England, because of course everything weird happens over in England, his penis fell off. Yes, it fell off.
How the fuck did it fall off?
He had an infection because he tried to do some home. He was like real bad in like drugs and alcohol, and he tried to lance something.
Yeah.
He lost like a couple fingers and the toes, and then he ends up going to take a piss, and then plop, Mr. Winky fell off.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the toilet?
Yeah, in the toilet.
Wow.
Like at that point, you just flush it down and move it's call it a day because
you're like a goldfish.
Yeah, you're like at that point, there's no coming back. So anyway, right. they regrew his penis, and they grew it on like a skin flap, and it sounds like it was on like his forearm. They regrew.
Yeah.
It
why would they do that?
So so you can have. I guess that's like the best place to regrow it. I don't know.
The best place to have a penis is on your forearm.
To regrow it, because you know how like you had like the mouse back in the day that grew the ear.
Yeah.
So kind of like that, but they grew it on his forearm, and it only took 6 years for them to reattach it.
We could see things that are light years and light years and light years away, but still the best way to put somebody's penis back on is on their forearm.
Yep, you can grow it. They grew it on his forearm. It was kind of like a win for him because he said he gained an extra 2 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he went from 4 to 6. So he got that going for him. But the reason it took 6 years to get it reattached was due to scheduling conflicts. The dude could not make it to all the appointments. Like what?
So he was walking around with his dick in a Ziploc bag with ice cubes for 6 years.
No, it's just hanging around, flopping on his arm.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you go shopping, grab someone, smack someone in the face, boom. What was that? Like, oh, nothing, man, nothing. Then you go home and look in the mirror, like, God damn it, I got cock slapped.
That's it.
Yeah, but like I would be living at the hospital.
Oh hell yeah!
Like give me a room. I will stay here until this is not back.
Because it isn't just like it isn't just like a toothache that you're just kind of babying until you could either quit procrastinating or get yourself in her. This is a fucking dick on your arm.
I was like, no, it doesn't belong there. Let's get it back here as soon as possible.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Let's just say you got to pick somewhere on your body to have your dick put to be replaced, and it doesn't matter what grows fast, whatever. Is there any place on your body beside its normal place that you would choose to have your dick replaced and put on?
Oh, right here.
On your chin?
On my chin, it would come out because it would come right outside the beard and just be hanging there.
That would be funny.
Yeah, it just looking like a gizzard on a turkey. Oh yeah.
I always like the forehead. When people talk about having somebody have a dick on their forehead.
Yeah. Just plop it right down. You would be like this though.
Yeah, pretty much.
One of the best quotes from this article that I read, guy goes, "Yes, a cock under your arm. There's a story for the grandkids."
Hey, what kids wouldn't enjoy that story?
You know what? The dude needs to write an autobiography, and that needs to be the title: "A cock on your forearm."
Yes. That needs to be the title for anything. Anything would be fucking awesome with that title.
Yes. We might have to change the name of the show to "Cock on My Forearm."
They had to change the name of the SATs to "Cock on My Forearm." That might have had me taking the SATs.
Yeah. You just been walking around looking for everyone's forearm for the cock.
Ex-soldier exposed her penis. Ex-soldier exposed her penis and used sex toy in public. Now this person, it was a sex offender. It was somebody that was already a sex offender.
Oh.
And she pulled his penis out. It was a trans, and the authorities came and said, "You got to put your penis away."
Yeah, it's just natural. Yeah.
So after she puts her penis away, the authorities leave, and she decides to start playing with herself in front of children and using a sex toy. So the authorities come back. They said, "Lady, sir, whatever. You can't do this. You can't pull your fucking dick out. You can't play with yourself in front of people, certainly not in front of kids." She goes home. He lets her go again 2 times. And what does she do? she presses her breasts against the window of her house to expose them when people walk by the house. Third time's a charm. She gets arrested.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada.
You would figure the second time, like the first one, you're just, wanking it out in public. Hey, wrap that shit up, go back home, take care of your business there.
Yeah.
But the third time, hey, you're at your home, boobies up against the window. I like no harm, no foul on that one. Because who doesn't like boobies?
Right.
It's that middle one. You think that's when right then and there someone would have been arrested.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Like especially whack it off for the kids. Yeah, you think that would be the one that would get you arrested.
Right.
Yeah. But hey,
here's one for you.
I just don't understand that one.
I think we have both agreed that the people that whack off in front of kids should there should be some kind of consequences.
Yeah.
Here's one for you. What about when you as a parent get caught by your kids jerking off?
You just got to lock your door.
Right.
Luckily, I haven't had that happen, so I keep the door locked. Wait till the kids are gone.
Yeah.
Wait till the house is completely empty. Lock every single door, every single window in the house. Keep all the curtains drawn. Keep the lights off.
Yeah. I've been close. I've been close to being caught a couple times, but never caught. But you know what I mean? It's just
that's one of the things that are not in any of the parenting books of how to address that situation.
No, they put all that stupid shit that you already know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
how do you handle this situation? This is what parents need to know.
Yeah. Don't put a blanket over your baby's head. Yes, everyone knows that.
Yeah.
What happens when you're, taking care of yourself? Or you and your partner are taking care of each other? How do you explain that?
When you're bent over the toilet obtusely and you look over and your child is standing there looking at you,
Bent over the toilet obtusely. I don't know what I'm more impressed with, the visual or that you knew the word obtusely.
Yeah. I mean, there was a story to that.
That word might be too advanced for both of us.
It really is. And the only reason I know that is because we used to poke fun at somebody because they kind of hunched over when they walked, which was a really fucked up thing to make fun of them.
A little bit, yes. Yeah.
So we called them obtuse just because that was kind of how they were shaped.
Oh, Jesus.
So that's yeah.
Yeah. Hey, at least you recognize now as an adult that was wrong. Some growth for you. I'm happy.
Oh, what, making fun of him?
Yeah.
That wasn't that long ago.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, any growth is good growth.
It was me and work buddies, and it wasn't like it was me and junior high buddies. It was like me and work buddies.
You and mid-30 buddies.
Yes.
Hey, but now, hey, you've recognized it's not polite, Gold star.
Yes.
Me, I'd still be the asshole making fun of him and be like, huh? What? I'm supposed to show remorse? God damn it.
Right.
No, I'm joking.
All right. What do you got next?
I got a lobster fisherman. Him and his buddy, they're out fishing for their lobster. And one of the traps wasn't catching anything. So he said, you know what? I'm going to dive down and, retrieve it. We're going to move along. So he goes down. He has his scuba gear on. He's like, I'm swimming. Next thing I know, it's all black. He's like, fuck, did I get bit by a shark? He's like, I don't feel any teeth. Oh, shit, I'm in a whale. Dude got swallowed by a humpback whale. It was in its mouth for like 30 to 45 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, he's like, yep, I'm going to die. He's like, I'm sitting in there thinking like, oh, what's going to happen to my wife? What's going to happen to my kids? He's like, then the next thing I know, I'm being ejected out of the mouth of this whale. And his buddy's like, yeah, all you see is him come flying out of the water, flippers first, and him landing, and then the whale. And then the whale just swam away.
Huh.
Yeah, so like his buddy, thought, oh, great, he's going to have like an embolism or something. Because if you come up too fast, you can have a lot of health issues. But no broken bones, no nothing. Dude was fine. And he's ready to go back out. This is the guy
about getting a second lease on life, huh?
He was swallowed by a whale, survived encounters with great white sharks, and survived a plane crash.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Dude,
I like to see him get struck by lightning now just to test him,
Dude has more lives than a cat. It's insane. Right. Like, if I got swallowed by a whale, it's like, fuck it. I'm swimming down. Just take me.
Yeah.
But yeah, like dude was all laid back about it too. He was like, oh, that's what they do. They open up their mouths and they just gulp. Sometimes they don't see what they're swallowing.
It's crazy because you would think that, your chances wouldn't be great after you've got eaten by a big, large, I guess, a mammal in this case, but a large, animal, so to speak, because, you're being eaten by something. However, Jonah in the Bible survived. Moby Dick, the story, survival. Everybody that's got eaten by a whale survived. So by the stories that I know and I know of, nobody really dies when they get eaten by whales. So, I mean, can we kind of cross that off the list as being, like a bad thing? Maybe being eaten by a whale is a
it's like something everyone should experience once in their life.
Yes. They make in Israel, every single person who comes out of high school has to go right to the military for a certain amount of years. Yeah. This should be something that we're required of. Everybody should have to be eaten by a whale at some point in their life to
no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm a snack. I'm tasty, and that thing would eat me.
You'd be the one that would go through the digestive system and come out its ass.
I'd just be, I'd just be whale poop.
I would be on the other end taking pictures. You would look like Jim Carrey on Pet Detective, or I think it was the second one, right?
Yeah.
It comes out that thing's ass. That'd be you, and I'd be there. I'd be right there with my GoPro, getting every single second of it.
Oh,
it'd be great for the show.
And once again, it's always me. Always me. Something bad has to happen too.
Yes. You're the more manly one of the group.
Oh God, we're fucked. The older I get, the more pampered I want to be.
I hear you.
Like, give me a nice bath, some candles.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Massage the tank a little bit.
Man, why not?
Yeah.
A little hot oil.
Massage taint is a happy taint.
That's going to be the new logo for
the new motto.
The new motto for the show. Right under your poster. Dum Yinzers podcast. Massage taint is a happy taint.
We'll put it like on, magnets and lighters and things like that.
That's going to be the new merchandise. A happy taint, or massage taint is a happy taint. You're there.
Everything good?
Everything's good, yeah.
My phone just did something weird, or my camera did something weird. Okay.
So no, I think that's just you.
It could be just me.
Yeah.
My next one is April Fool's Day might be the world's longest running joke. Nobody knows where and when April Fool's Day started. They suspect it could go back as a couple thousand years ago, but nobody knows when and why and how long April Fool's Day has been being practiced by people.
That's just one of the things, like, throughout history, everyone loves a good joke. Everyone loves a good prank.
Yeah.
It's just like doesn't matter when and where you are in time in human history, what culture, what civilization, everyone loves a good joke. Everyone loves pulling that prank on someone. So it's not surprising, but like when you said that, it's like you would think someone like would have started it and it would be like an official, hey, this is like the first time it ever happened. Let's everyone do this. But It just, and you have to figure this shit happened before social media, before advent of like what we're doing now. So there wasn't that big word of mouth. It just happened organically.
Yeah, right.
Oh wow, I never thought of it that way. I thought it was just like everyone knew when it started. I'm at a loss.
Like you said, it's something you never even think about. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just there, it's like, holy shit, somebody actually came up with this before. But apparently somebody had to come up with it.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yes. And let me kind of take that into the next thing. I don't actually have it down here, but that's like Steak and BJ Day. What is it, like the day after Valentine's or something like that?
Yeah, or like
Steak and BJ Day.
Yeah.
This should be known by more people.
It
especially
should.
Especially the female people, because not enough of them know about Steak and BJ Day. Now, back whenever it first came to as an idea, I heard, I don't know if this is true, but the president at the time, who was the president? Eisenhower, maybe? They actually kind of endorsed Steak and BJ Day because people were coming back from the war, and he endorsed this idea because all the guys needed ass. They came back from fighting the war, and he like I said, somehow endorsed it. I'm not exactly sure how, but Steak and BJ Day was endorsed by a president in our country, and the day is still, people still abide by that day. I don't know how many and who do it, but there are people that on the 15th of February, let's go, Steak and BJ Day.
I'm gonna have to get our fact checkers in on this one. We're gonna have to do some research because that's just too wild. That is just too wild.
I think once you get the information, I think the story's going to be even more wild. You know what I mean? I think that I just had the gist of it, but I think it's even a little bit more interesting once you get the facts.
That's great if it's true. I hope it's true. I don't even care if it's true. That's fucking awesome. Like Eisenhower's like, fucking steak and blowjob day. Let's do it, boys.
Yeah, because these guys, they're over there fighting the war, and you're in these bad situations, and you come back home, and what's better to make somebody feel better than a steak and a BJ?
Not much.
No.
Oh, you know what makes me feel better is when I am at a funeral and they start banging on the casket. That's what happened down in Peru. This lady, she was in a car wreck, and like with her involved with I think like her boyfriend who died, her, and then like her nephews. Her nephews are in critical condition, but yeah, they're like, no, she's dead. They got her in the casket, I think, like the next day, and they're doing the up on the shoulder, doing the funeral procession, and then they just start hearing banging from inside the casket. And she's, like, help, what's going on? So they rush her to they call the police, they rush her to the hospital. They look and go, yeah, she's not dead. Fast forward 2 hours, she dead. So tragically, she died.
And she wasn't dead in the casket, but then she died 2 hours later?
She died 2 hours later, yeah. Because what they think happened was, like, she was in a coma from the wreck, and then the medical staff just assumed she was dead, so they pronounced her dead. And then they're just going to go boom, do right then and there, go do like the funeral the next day. So if they would have actually, seen that she was still alive and just in a coma, she could still be alive. But yeah, due to their negligence, boom, all that time lost, all that lost medical care. So the family had to they've had a funeral twice for this lady. It does make you laugh, but also at the same time, it's like, damn, that sucks. That sucks for the family.
Or the guy that owed her money, he was standing at the funeral thinking, oh, thank God she died. I ain't gonna pay her that money back. And then she pops up out of the casket. He got to be thinking, motherfucker.
And then boom, 2 hours later, she died again. He's like, fuck yeah, thank you, Jesus. That's an emotional roller coaster right there.
Yeah. And that's about as extreme as it gets. People are popping out of coffins and shit.
That would
be my luck. If I owed somebody money, that would be my luck. People would be popping out of coffins. Hands would be coming out of graves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, hopefully that family is able to, like, sue that hospital and get a shit ton of money, because that's fucked up.
Right.
Right. Like, how do you? Oh yeah, they're dead. No, they weren't. No, they weren't.
Yeah, how bizarre.
That is, yeah. That would freak me the fuck out. I would have dropped the casket and ran. I was like, the fucking zombies are coming. I seen this movie. I'm out.
Yeah, right.
I'm gone.
Shit, I seen pornos that started this way. Never mind.
Okay. I'm afraid to look at. I'm afraid to look at your Pornhub history. Like, do you have to put your dates in a bathtub full of ice first?
Sometimes, but whenever I say something does happen to me and I go, you need to rush in like the fucking mafia and clear my history, clear my Pornhub history, clear my Google history, clear all the caches, cookies, everything that's in there. Because, hey, even if I'm dead, you still might be you might still be investigated by shit. So it'd probably be in your best interest to get in there.
How did that blow back onto me?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up.
So yesterday in Chicago, did you see this? A man in an airplane. The airplane lands at O'Hare Airport, and a guy opens the emergency door, walks out onto the wing, slides down. Now, this is once the plane lands, it's sitting there for a while, it does whatever it is they do. This guy in Chicago, O'Hare Airport, gets up, opens the emergency door, walks out on the wing, and slides down. Obviously, being arrested and all that kind of fun stuff. But who actually does that?
A legend. Because that is something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to open that door and go down that slide.
Yeah.
Like, a couple of times I've flown, it's like once when I was like real little, I had a window seat, but it was next to that thing, so I couldn't sit there. They had to move me. But when I got older, I was like, I had a seat next to the door, and they're like you're rushing onto the plane, you're trying to get your seat, you're kind of disoriented, and they're like, oh, you're by the emergency exit. You accept the responsibility if there's a crash that you're going to open this door. You're just like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
And so now you're sitting there the whole flight.
I don't have any training for that shit, but I guess.
You're like, I got it, I guess.
Yeah.
But then you're sitting there like the whole flight. I'm just like, I want to open this door. Want to open this door.
You could claim fucking stupid and say you thought the lady told you to fucking open it.
Yeah. But I've always wanted to go down that slide. Like, you remember the movie Airplane? I used to watch that shit all the time. And especially when I was a kid, I was like, I want to go down that slide. I want to go down that slide.
I would like to see you go down that slide too.
I think we might have to make a trip to an airport.
Yes. And here's the thing. So what? You get arrested. You have that story for the rest of your life. You can tell anybody, anytime, the rest of your life that you fucking beasted it, got up, opened up the emergency door, walked out on the fucking wing. Who walks on the wing? I mean, that shit the movies are made of, and slide down the slide. I mean, it's amazing.
It is. But, what are you in prison for? I went down the slide on an airplane.
You have no record. You probably wouldn't go to prison. They'd probably beat the shit out of you a little bit. Maybe put you in a holding cell and then give you a huge fine. I don't think you'd go to prison though,
I'd hope not. But if I did though, that would probably be like one for the record books. People are like, you know what? We never heard that one before. You're cool, man. You're all right.
Exactly. Yeah. And you can tell no matter what you do. I mean, you go to, a new job, you go to play golf, you go to the fucking dentist office, no matter what you do the rest of your life,
you have a story.
You have to tell that story.
Yeah, you're ready. Tell us tell us a fun fact about yourself. Fuck yeah, dude, man. I opened that emergency door and I went down the slide. That dude is a fucking legend. He's my new hero.
Mr. Mahler, we thank you for applying for the job. Please tell me a little bit about yourself.
I was bored at the airport, sitting next to the emergency door, and I took that responsibility seriously. We were taking too long to get off the plane, so I opened that door and said, let's go.
You're hired. See, it works. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I do too. I think the authorities are just being, in the airline or just being killjoys. People are just trying to have fun.
Exactly. But what? But you know what? I recall the same situation. I remember being on a plane and the lady asked me, do I mind sitting there? Well, you know what it was? I wasn't there at first, and there was a woman. She was actually handicapped, in that spot, and the stewardess came over and asked me if I would mind switching her to seat. And I thought, sure, yeah, why not? And I remember sitting there thinking that, I think, well, what the fuck do I do? You know what I mean? You know, no cues at all. It ain't like they say. It ain't like they say, you know what? If this happens, do this. They're just like, if there's an emergency and there's a crash, you take responsibility for the door. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, like, yeah,
at least give me a pamphlet. At least give me a pamphlet to read while I'm on the plane.
Yeah, like how much oomph do I need to do? You know?
Yeah. Is the door hard?
Yeah, am I going to be strong enough to do it? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened? What if I die?
And then what do you do? I mean, you start shoving people out the window or out the door when there's just.
I'm the first one out. If I'm flying solo, just me.
They'll be looking
that door and I'm
out. Trying to find out what to do next, and you'll be gone.
I'll pop the door and I'm out. I'm out. Every man for themselves. Yes. Once we're off the plane, I'll start helping people, but I'm off that plane. I'm getting away from danger. I don't get paid for that shit. That shit's above my pay grade. My pay grade on that flight is 0. That's above my pay grade.
Yeah, once the danger starts, I tend to want to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah,
especially a plane crash. You know what I mean? It isn't like you tripped on the curb or this is a fucking plane crash.
Yeah, I don't know what to do there, but if we're out we crash, we land in like the woods or something, I know how to build a shelter. I know how to make a fire. I know how to do stuff like that. So I could be helpful there, but I'm going to be no help getting people off an airplane. No, I don't accept that responsibility. I accept the responsibility for opening the door and then getting my fat ass down the slide.
And I seen what happened to Jack on the Titanic. You better damn well believe I'm getting me a fucking door to swim on. I'll be shoving bitches off that motherfucker.
That fucking shit was big enough, and that selfish bitch said, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
And then she threw that threw the necklace down there.
Yeah. Fucking biatch.
Oh, I have a family and grandkids, but I'm gonna remember some fucking dirtball that I banged me out.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, "Fuck my kids, fuck my family, yeeting this thing down."
I hate that lady.
She was the worst.
Plus, it was a 3-hour fucking movie. If there's a chance, I mean, chances are I was going to hate anybody at the end of that movie just because I have no attention span for movies. So the fact that I sat through a 3-hour movie, there's a really good chance I'm going to hate the people anyway.
Yeah. Like in Billy Zane's character, he was the smart one. He grabbed himself a kid, said, "I have a kid. I need to take care of my kid." And I got my ass on a boat.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh God, we would be like the worst people to have in a survival situation.
Yeah, people would not want to be around me. Believe me, man. I would turn into the biggest bitch, man. You know what I mean? I'd be me first. Get me the fuck out of here.
See, now
at the end of the day, if I die, that's me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all. Like, I want to make sure I'd get myself to safety. If I had family there and friends there, I'd get them out.
Right.
And then if anyone else starts coming out, all right, cool. I help you build a shelter. I help you make a fire. I help you with that shit. But I gotta look after me first.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's just a survival instinct.
I got 2 more stories.
All right.
We're kind of getting tight on time here, so I'm going to knock these 2 out before we go. Okay.
All right.
Woman rescued by firefighters after falling in the toilet trying to find her phone.
Yes.
So this is in Washington State in a national park.
Yes.
This woman is in a fucking porta potty or one of those national park. She goes in there. She takes a piss or shit or whatever she's doing. She drops her cell phone in the fucking the potty. Then she tries to retrieve it. She tries to get her phone out of the potty. She falls in. That's not the worst part. She gets stuck while she's in there. She required firefighters, probably police, probably ambulance also, but the firefighters mainly to come and get her out of the toilet. They never really said, but my question is, did she get the phone? Was it worth it?
Yes, she got the phone because
did she?
Yeah, because I read this story the other day, and she tied a bunch of like ropes or belts or something to a tree to rig something down so she could lower herself down in. But I think she went in head first to get the phone. And then the shit broke and she went head first in to the shit pit. She got her phone, but she was trying to like rig her contraption to get out. She tried for 15 minutes to get out and then finally gave up and then called for help.
And I see that they they told her to go get medical attention just because of the waste and everything. But could you fucking imagine? Can you imagine falling headfirst into, and you've been inside of those shitters, falling headfirst into that, and then once you're in there trying to maneuver yourself to get out and realize you can't get out. I can't even stand being in those bathrooms. Can you imagine being stuck in the shit?
She refused the medical attention. She did not go. I don't know if you saw that, but that was the best part. One of the best parts is she didn't go. She did not go. She still got like poop in her eyes and shit in her mouth. It's stuck up in her nose. You're smelling that. You're smelling that for months.
Exactly. You know how you just get a whiff of a skunk and it's in your fucking head for a week. Can you imagine the shit being in you?
Oh, excuse me, but yeah, that was just wild. When I was reading that, I'm glad you brought it up because I forgot about it. I was going to talk about it on the last episode, but oh my god, that stuff! I was dying. And did you see the pictures? Like the guys who rescued her, like they had like the biggest smiles on their face.
Really?
They're like, yeah, this is the story to tell everyone.
You know how whenever your phone gets wet, they tell you to put it in rice. She had to pick all the corn off it before she put it in rice. Last story. Today, Michael, is International No Diet Day. Now, this day was created back in 1992 by a British feminist to promote body acceptance. In 1992, today is International No Diet Day. So no matter what, people should not have anything bad to say about anybody because this is the day that was created to promote body acceptance.
I've been practicing that diet daily since 1992.
You out on strong, man.
You know what? Holding strong for how many years ago was that? 32 years ago, 30 years ago?
30 years today. 30 years today.
30 years today. It's the longest commitment of my life.
You're right. Not wanting to cut things short, but we do have, guys, get online, www.bigfootthemovie.com. The guys are out. The movie doesn't come out till next Tuesday, the 10th, but the guys, Pittsburgh Dad, the other actors, they're out and about. They're going to the premieres. You are able to go hang out with the actors, watch the movies, talk about the movies, all that fun stuff. Get on www.bigfoot.com. You have the schedules. You have everywhere these guys are going. Check that out. Go hang out with these guys. Great movie. The sequel, Bigfoot, the sequel, comes out Tuesday. Big movie. Don't want to miss that. Also, in a little less than a month, I think 3 weeks from this weekend, Mike and I will be down at Frank's Grill in Beaver Falls for the Memorial Day, jump off, where Mike and I will be hosting the show. And it's going to feature tons of rappers that we've had in here on the show. You might have caught their interviews. You might have, heard them on the show, whatever. So on the 29th, the weekend of Memorial Day, get down there. The show's going to be big stuff. Again, Mike and I will be hosting. So if anything, just go to watch the rappers.
Yes. Go for them and tolerate us. But no, it's, I keep saying that every time we talk about it, it's, just an honor that they thought about us to ask us to do this. And it's, we appreciate it.
Absolutely. Big time.
Yes.
And again, everybody, next week is we go live next Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 12 a.m., an hour each day, starting at 11 o'clock. Get on. We'll be on Facebook Live. We'll be on YouTube. We'll be live. So what you're watching now, you'll be seeing it real time as it happens, which is super awesome. Today will be the last day that we're doing our video recorded. But if there are situations like where we can't get interviews to get on during our live time in the future, we may video them and piece them together, just because not everybody's always available at the same times. So you're going to want to check that out. We are going live next week. Today we did a kind of a strange, weird news.
Yes.
segment, which I thought went really well. And
yes,
moving forward, we're going to try to figure out little niches and things like that to stay consistent with the show. We have a bunch of different ideas, but I think today went really good. I like these
yes,
weird
yeah.
stories.
Weird
news
news
a lot today.
Yeah, weird news stories are always fun. Everyone likes to laugh at the weird and wacky stuff in the world.
Absolutely. And also, guys, we switched the days around. The Jukebox Friday is now going to be on Saturday night. Saturday night at 8:00, you'll be able to catch the Jukebox show the same way you've caught it all the way up to this point, because like we're going through the transitions now with the show. We're switching that back since we're doing 5 live days during the week. The music show will be on Saturday night, so you don't want to miss that. Again, that has a bunch of the rappers, people that's come through here, performers. You don't want to miss it. It looks like that's time for us. Mike, do you have anything else before we go?
No, just keep checking out the website. Keep checking us out on Spotify, Anchor, Stitcher, YouTube. Thank you all for checking us out and supporting us. We greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. We appreciate every single one of you, believe me.
Yes.
Hey, everybody, you have a great weekend. Stay safe. And as far as Mike and I, like I said, we'll be putting up the music show tomorrow night. But as far as Mike and I go live, seeing our beautiful faces, Monday, 11 o'clock, you will see it on Facebook and posted throughout, social media throughout the weekend. So do not forget Monday. And then once that show plays, if you miss it, say you're at work or whatnot,
check us out on YouTube.
You'll be able to catch it on YouTube at any time that you want. So don't forget that. Everybody, for Mike and for Ryan, the 2 Dum Yinzers, have a great weekend. We'll see you next time.
See ya.